Looking for the perfect spinning reel to level up your fishing game? You're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the 5 best spinning reels that deliver unbeatable performance, smoothness, and durability for both beginners and pros. If you want to see updated prices and more details about these products, be sure to check the links down below in the description box. So, let's get started. Number 5. Penn Fierce Force Spinning Reel. First thing you notice when you hold the Penn Fierce Force spinning reel is the weight. It feels solid, it feels dependable, like something built to last. That's because it's made with an all-metal body, and in the world of fishing reels, that means strength. You don't have to worry about it flexing under pressure when a strong fish makes a run. It's built for saltwater, for jigging, for those moments when the ocean tests you and your gear. Now I want to tell you why this reel stands out. Picture yourself on a boat, early morning, the air still cool, waves pushing lightly against the hull. You cast out smooth as silk, because this reel's preloading spinning wheel makes the line just glide. And when you hook into something, you feel the confidence, that sturdy body, that smooth retrieve. You know you can fight the fish without doubting your gear. That's peace of mind every angler deserves. But here's what makes it even more practical. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed, the handle swaps easily. No fuss, no limitations. It's available in sizes from 2,000 up to 8,000, so whether you're chasing smaller inshore species or going after big saltwater fighters, there's a Fierce 4 that fits your style. Of course, no reel is perfect. A few customers mentioned something important: sometimes it arrives without the original retail box or manuals. Some even noticed a couple of marks on the reel that made them question if it was brand new. So, while the reel itself is authentic and performs just as it should, that's something to keep in mind if you're the kind of angler who wants the full unboxing experience. That being said, the positive feedback far outweighs the small complaints. People talk about how quickly it ships, how well it's packed, and how it performs flawlessly once they get it in their hands. For the price, the value is hard to beat. So why should you buy it? Because when you're out there, it's not just about catching fish. It's about confidence. It's about knowing your reel won't fail when that once-in-a-lifetime catch is on the line. The Penn Fierce 4 isn't flashy, it's not about bells and whistles, it's about durability, versatility, and trust. And if you're serious about fishing, or even just starting out and want gear that won't let you down, this is one reel that truly earns its name. Number 4. PURELURE Silver Feather Spinning Reel. The PURELURE Silver Feather feels unbelievably light in your hand. At just around 135 grams on the smaller model, you'd swear you were holding nothing at all. That ultralight carbon fiber body and flywheel make a huge difference. It means you can cast, jig, and play fish all day without the fatigue you get from heavier reels. For anglers targeting light game, aging, or species like bream, trout, or small haim, that's a real game changer. Now I'll be honest, when I first looked at this reel, I thought, okay, it's a Chinese brand. Can it really stand up against the likes of SHIMANO and Daiwa? I've owned high-end reels, Stellus, Twin Powers, even a Vanquish. So my bar is set pretty high. But straight out of the box, the Silver Feather felt shockingly close to those reels. Smooth rotation, tight build quality, no play in the handle. Some anglers even say it feels better than a Van Ford or STRADIC, and that's saying something, especially at half the price. The second thing that hits you is the attention to detail. The chrome-plated guide bush, stainless steel outlet ring, CNC aluminum cup, they're not just for show. They're built to keep the reel strong, precise, and durable. And the little touches like the pure cork knob on the carbon double handle make it feel premium every time you grip it. On the 800 model, you even get that satisfying ticking sound when you flip the line ring. Performance-wise, you've got options. Gear ratios range from 5.2:1 up to a blazing fast 8.5:1, depending on your fishing style. That means whether you prefer a slower, controlled retrieve for finesse work or a lightning fast pickup for active lures, you're covered. The drag maxes out at 4 kg, not built for monster GTs, but perfect for light game. And the bearings? Up to 11+1 stainless, anti-corrosive, with multiple waterproof seals. That's seriously impressive for this price point. But let's talk real-world use. Anglers who've fished with it say the line lays beautifully, braid sits perfectly straight on the spool, and any tiny vibration you might notice while cranking disappears completely once you're fishing. One customer even compared it favorably with his Daiwa Exist and Shimano Stella. That's a bold statement, but it shows just how far PURELURE has come with their engineering. Of course, it's not perfect. Some anglers mentioned they wish extra spools were sold separately, which would definitely be convenient. But for the money, around $130, you're getting performance that rivals reels 2 or 3 times the price. So why should you buy it? Because it's the perfect mix of lightweight comfort, refined engineering, and real-world fishing performance without breaking the bank. If you've been curious about trying a high-quality Chinese-designed reel, this is the one to test. And honestly, if you love finesse fishing, light lures, or just ultralight gear, you'll be smiling on every cast. I can already imagine this reel on a fine carbon rod, spooled with light braid, flicking tiny lures at bream or trout. That's where the silver feather really shines. It's not just a reel, it's proof that ultralight fishing can feel luxurious without costing a fortune. Number 3. Kawa DK100 Fishing Reel. Now, let's talk about the upgrades, because this is where it gets really interesting. The DK100 Black version comes with an alloy aluminum press plate, a short shaft spool that only weighs 5.5 grams, and even ceramic bearings. These little changes might not sound like much, but trust me, they make the reel smoother, faster, and better for casting lightweight lures. If you're into finesse fishing or BFS-style setups, this is where the DK100 really shines. But I want to keep it real with you. Some people did mention that out of the box, the spool can feel a little stiff and the edges on certain parts aren't perfectly smooth. So if you're buying this reel, you may want to give it a little tune-up, maybe add some lubrication, and check for any sharp edges. For me, that's a small trade-off, considering the price point and the performance you're getting. The drag system is smooth, and depending on which model you choose, DK100, DK150, or DK200, you're looking at anywhere from 7 kg to 15 kg of max drag. That's plenty for targeting bass, trout, or even some stronger saltwater species. And the magnetic braking system is very user-friendly, making it super easy to dial in your settings whether you're throwing light lures or heavier baits. Now here's something a lot of anglers really liked. This reel is small in hand, compact, and comfortable. Even if you fish for hours, it won't feel bulky or awkward. One guy even compared it to his Shimano Calcutta and said it casted light baits just as well, if not better. That's pretty insane when you think about the price difference. But here's what you need to consider before buying. Number 1. If you're expecting a high-end Shimano or Daiwa finish, this isn't it. The Kawa DK100 is more about delivering really good performance at a budget-friendly price, not about being flawless out of the box. Number 2. Depending on the seller, you might get the newer updated version of the reel, which comes with a different handle, a short spool shaft, a black thumb bar, and a smaller line guide hole. Honestly, none of these changes make the reel worse, but they're worth knowing about so you don't get surprised when you open the box. So why should you buy it? Because it's a fantastic entry into baitcasting reels if you want something lightweight, smooth, and capable of throwing even tiny lures. It's not just hype, real anglers are catching fish on this reel, and they're impressed with how it performs for the money. If you want a compact, affordable, and surprisingly powerful reel, the Kawa DK100 is absolutely worth considering. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. Sometimes, it's those reels you take a chance on that end up being your favorite. Number 2. Shimano STRADIC Spinning Fishing Reel. First thing I want to say is this: if you've ever held a Shimano STRADIC in your hand, you already know it's not just another fishing reel. The feeling is different. It's smooth, solid, and honestly, it gives you confidence before you even make your first cast. That's the kind of gear that makes fishing exciting. Now, the reason people love the STRADIC so much isn't just the brand name, it's what's inside. Shimano has packed in their Micro Module Gear 2 system, which means when you turn that handle, the rotation feels buttery smooth. There's no grinding, no uneven tension. Just pure, clean power transfer. Pair that with silent drive, which fine-tunes everything to eliminate tiny noises and wobbles, and you get a reel that feels like it belongs in the flagship category, but at a price that doesn't completely break the bank. And here's something I think a lot of anglers will appreciate: the X-Protect system. Imagine fishing in saltwater, waves splashing, rain coming down. Normally that's where reels start to give out over time. But Shimano designed a water-repellent coating and a special labyrinth-style construction that keeps water out without making the reel feel heavy or sluggish. That means you're not fighting against your reel, you're just fighting the fish. If you're looking at the bigger models, like the 3000, 4000, or 5000, you'll also get Shimano's cross-carbon drag system. That drag is smooth and powerful, designed to handle those blistering runs from strong fish without jerking or locking up. Anyone who's lost a fish because of a sticky drag knows how important that is. Now let's talk comfort. Shimano built the STRADIC with their G-free body technology, which shifts the weight closer to your hand when mounted on the rod. What that does is reduce fatigue, especially if you're casting and retrieving all day. It feels more balanced, more natural, and that little detail makes a huge difference on long trips. The build itself is tough. The Hagain body is metal with high rigidity. No flexing, no cheap feel. When you crank, your power goes directly into the gears and not into bending the frame. Combine that with Shimano's cold-forged Hagain gear, which isn't cut like ordinary gears but actually forged for long-term durability, and you've got a reel that's built to last years. Now you've probably read what other people are saying about it. Customers talk about how high quality it feels right out of the box. Many mention fast shipping, original packaging, and no defects at all. Some even say it's not their first STRADIC because once you own one, it's hard to go back to cheaper reels. That's telling. Of course, nothing is perfect. Some buyers noted very minor working defects, and that's something to consider. You're buying precision gear, so always check it carefully when it arrives. Make sure the reel matches your needs too. If you're fishing lighter lures, the 1000 or 2500 sizes are ideal. But if you're chasing stronger saltwater species, the 4000 or 5000 with the carbon drag will give you the strength you need. Why should you buy it? Because this reel is one of those rare products that blends technology, comfort, and raw strength into one package. It's for anglers who don't just want to fish, they want to enjoy every single cast, every fight, every moment on the water. And honestly, once you've used the STRADIC, it's hard to fish with anything else. So if you're serious about fishing, and you want a reel that'll perform at a level above its price point, the Shimano STRADIC is worth every penny. Number 1. Shimano STRADIC SW Fishing Reel. Now let me tell you why this reel has people so excited. Shimano didn't just slap the SW name on it for fun. That SW means toughness, and it shows. From the waterproof X-Protect system in the 4000 size, to the heavy-duty X-Shield sealing in the 5000 and above, it's like this reel has armor built in. Seawater is the enemy of every angler's gear. Once it gets inside, things corrode, smoothness disappears, and eventually you're shopping for another reel. The STRADIC SW fights against that from the start, giving you years of reliable performance. And speaking of performance, the Infinity Drive and Hagain gear system make cranking feel buttery smooth but also insanely powerful. You'll feel it when a strong fish takes off. This reel doesn't flinch. Add the CI4 Plus round handle knob, and suddenly you're not just holding a reel, you're holding leverage. You're holding confidence. Here's where it gets really interesting. If you're looking at the 5000 size or above, you get Shimano's X-Tough drag system. Now, this isn't just about having more drag power, although going up to 16 kg on the 8000 model is seriously impressive. What this drag system does is keep things smooth and stable, even under heavy pressure. No jerky pulls, no burning out. It handles heat, it handles stress, and it gives you that control you need when the fight gets serious. But maybe you're not chasing monsters every trip. Maybe you're looking at the 4000 model for lighter saltwater games. That's where the new improvements really shine. It's smaller, yes, but don't let that fool you. The Infinity Drive and new anti-twist fin reduce line trouble and give you a reel that's more comfortable, more reliable, and way more fun to fish with. It's proof that light doesn't mean weak. And I've got to mention anglers who already picked this up are saying things like smooth as silk, a great investment, and that it arrived quicker than expected. Real people, real feedback. And when a reel gets that kind of praise, it says a lot. So, who should buy the Shimano STRADIC SW? If you're serious about saltwater fishing, if you want a reel that's going to keep its smoothness after trip, if you want something that can stand up to the elements and still give you confidence when that unexpected monster fish runs with your line, this is it. Think about the size that fits your style. 4,000 for lighter games, 5,000 and above for big power, and if you're chasing true giants, those 8,000 and 14,000 sizes are ready to put in work. Whatever you choose, you're buying toughness without blind spots. Because at the end of the day, saltwater fishing is harsh, but your reel doesn't have to suffer for it. The SHIMANO STRADIC SW is built to survive, and it's built for you to enjoy every fight, every cast, and every story you'll tell after. So there you have it. The 5 best spinning reels that combine power, smoothness, and reliability. Which one would you take on your next fishing trip? Drop your choice in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another gear guide. Thanks for watching.